It is often said that anywhere you go and you don't find a Nigerian, then that place isn't productive at all. Hardly will you visit a country and not locate a Nigerian. We Nigerians, we fool everywhere. The current population figure of the entire African continent is close to 1.4 billion, with Nigeria having the highest population of over 210 million people, meaning out of every 7 blacks you see out there, 1 is a Nigerian. This is also true in Istanbul. Nigeria has the largest number of citizens residing in major cities across the country of Turkey when you talk about Africans here in Turkey. And as unrest, instability, corruption, nepotism, insurgency, anarchy, and so on persist in the country, many more Nigerians will likely migrate to Turkey and other countries across the globe. My name is Aremu Olusegun, and this is the Aremu's Family TV. If this is your first time of watching, please do us a favor, click the subscribe button, and make sure you leave your notification bell turned on so you get notified each time we post a new video. In this video, I'll be speaking to our Nigerian community president here in Turkey on some issues facing Nigerians here in the nation of Turkey, such as COVID-19, election, a recent meeting they had, and issues discussed, and so much more.
My name is Prince E Magboh. I'm a Nigerian, and been a privilege to be the president of the Nigerian community in Turkey. I'm also a businessman. I have a company, Alpha Group. I established my company in 2004. So went to export and other kind of business. I'm into hotel business. I have a hotel. I am into selling building materials. So I'm into the business. I'm a businessman in Turkey. NICOT is a Nigerian community. So but the short abbreviation of the Nigerian community is NICOT. So we gather ourselves, we come together, and we bring up this community. And the reason we bring up this community is to help ourselves. You know, we believe in to be your brother's keeper. So in 2014, we have an election, and the embassy observed the election, and the people of Nigeria voted me in. And since then, I've been carrying the cross. And Nigeria can bear witness that in my regime, I'm really doing my best to make sure that that Nigerians that are living in Turkey, they are well protected and served well. And since then, we have been creating awareness, both from the government part of it, both from the businessmen in Turkey, how to improve our people here. So that is our main reason of NICOT, to serve our people here. Well, I may say I don't really believe someone will be in Istanbul and we say that he doesn't know about NICOT. Why I'm saying this, we really offer service to our people. One, some years ago, when Nigerian government are sending immigration to come and issue passports, and they are issuing the passport in Ankara. Whereas NICOT, we say no, because we see the stress of our people from Istanbul. We go to Ankara and come back. That's a very big stress. We schedule a meeting with some officials in the embassy. Then they accept our request for the immigration to come down in Istanbul. And this immigration then came down to Istanbul. The NICOT take the responsibility of their logistic and their hotel. We paid. We didn't tax anyone money. We paid from the pocket of our executive, our money. And we have hundreds of Nigerians that are participants to get their passports. It was announced in all over the city, both in church. So, and it continues. The immigration will go back to Nigeria, and within some months they will come and we announce, we make sure that the Nigerians are living here. We lesser their stress. We lesser their moving to Ankara to go and get the passports. This is the work of the community. Without the community, nobody will do that for you. Then, that's a part. There's a time in this country when police arrest you, you show your passport, they say there's no visa and you doesn't have residence. Before it, you may finally got yourself in a deportation camp, immigration. So we as NICOT, we have a meeting. We say, okay, we have approached the government about this residence permit many times, and they keep on promising us. We say, what we now do? We now bring a formula of covering notes to our citizen. Then, we as a NICOT, we start issuing a covering note. And with this covering note, we meet some police official. Say, any person that show a police this paper, say that this man is genuine, he has an address, the community knows about it. If there's anything, let them contact us. So we start issuing this covering note. And these covering notes really help a lot of Nigerians here. When the police stop them, they will show the covering note. After reading it in Turkish language, they will give him back to go. So it really helped Nigerians here. So this is the work of community. We are trying to bring any idea to help our citizens. I think last month, some of our executive delegates purposely on this issue of passport have meeting with the Ankara and embassy in Ankara, and they promise within a short time, then we come to Istanbul and issue the passport. And in the meeting, then to understand our proposal, we propose to them a Nigeria coming to Ankara for the passport. After capturing, he will now come back to Istanbul. When the passport is ready, he will now go to Ankara to collect the passport. I said no. We said no. It's not proper. And then then agree with us that they must bring a solution on that stress, because it's enough stress. Yeah. What of some Nigeria that doesn't have residence permit to go to Ankara? That's why I'm saying about we issue some traveling paper for a Nigeria to travel to Ankara to show on the way. There's a testimony that almost 8 people in the box, when the gendarmes stop them on the way, they have to show their community paper, and there are some people in the bus showing only passport, and the passport have expired, the visa has expired, and they got arrested. So we are trying our best to avoid all this stress that Nigerians are going through. And there's a very good green light from the embassy side of it. But within this month, within this new month we are entering, we now know the next step forward. Okay, we render a lot of services. For example, when a Nigerian lost his passport, he will go to police station, say, I lost my passport, I need a police report. The police will tell him, go and bring paper from your embassy that show that you are in Nigeria. Okay, can you imagine somebody in Ankara, in Istanbul, will now travel to Ankara to just go and bring paper to show he's a Nigerian? We say no. The community say no. We say police no. We be a helper to our citizens. What we do, we issue a document from the community that this is a Nigerian with this address. So we issue a paper from the community assuring the police that this is a Nigerian. And we couldn't even stop there. We have our delegates, Turkish delegates that work with the community. We will now send them with the Nigerian to go to police station and make sure the police write a police report. Lost passport, because the guy lost his passport. So our delegate will go there, and after the meeting and everything, they now started issuing lost passport paper with the paper that the community present, not embassy again. But before, they demand from embassy. So this is the services of the community to make sure that our people will lessen their problem and will lessen their stress. And sometimes a lot of Nigeria used to have problem in the hospital. They may go to the hospital after treatment, there's no money to treat them. So the hospital have to contact the community. Because when you Google Nigeria, anything about Nigeria, Google, the thing will bring you the Nigerian community. It's in Google. So we now come in to plead with the hospital to discharge the Nigerian without payment. This is what we call the work of the community. This is denek. When in Turkish language they call it denek. And when denek step in, they will plead with the hospital to release the patient because there's no money and the denek is pleading on behalf of. Now what hospital will now do, say, okay, go and bring documents, write to us. The denek will now write to them, pleading for them to discharge the patient. So the community has been doing a lot. There is a sister that have problem in the Shishri hospital, and after doing, then charge her almost, I think almost 15,000 TL. Then charge her, and you know, sometimes when we have problem, then if there's some hospital problem, the community will assist. Then if the individual is from Yoruba or from Igbo, the friends will now raise some money. Then the woman comes to be from Yoruba. The Yoruba community raised like 5,000 TL. And now we discuss this in the community. What do we do? Community have to write the Ministry of Health. This is our citizen, this is the problem, and we don't have money to pay. Before you know it, they refer us to the governor. Before you know, we attend the office, we discuss with them, they now contact the hospital to discharge the patient without even payment. So this is the work of, this is the service of the community. And some people, you know, when some people approach me, they say, you people are spending, are you getting money from Nigerian government? Are you getting money from embassy? We never get money from any person, be it Nigerian embassy, be it Nigerian government. The executive are contributing money on themselves to make sure that we render service to our citizens. Yes, you know, when we come together and form this community, we make it to be Nigerian community. Meanwhile, all the Nigerians are represented. My vice is a Yoruba. Our general secretary is from Edo. So we share every post to make sure all Nigerians are represented. Some of our executive council are from Yoruba. Some posts are from the Igbo, and we make sure that all Nigerians are represented. When we hold our executive meeting, is just because of this corona, everything. So we have almost 80-something executive member, and when all of us gather, you will see the really pictures of Nigeria, that every part of Nigeria are represented in our meeting. So that's how we are operating, and our executive are made up of the community leaders. We have Odua community leader, Yoruba community leader, Anambra community leader, Enugu, and other Imo and Abia is made up in our executive. So that's why we are carrying everybody along, and Nigerians are not complaining. Yes, that's a very important question. During the time of COVID, we make sure we enlighten our people to know how dangerous was the COVID, and for them to maintain distance and the regulation of the government. We make sure. Then, during lockdown, we make sure that many Nigerians get palliative from the government. We distribute not less than 800 palliative to Nigerians. Not less than 800. Then we raise funds too to assist the students here. Then we contact our representative, Mr. Greg in Izmit. He's a teacher. So we raise funds for him to see some students. And even though in our office, we still raise some to make sure we attend. Even though some students in Ankara, we give them money. This is when our executive come together, we raise funds for that. Apart from what the government is giving us, and we make sure we are delivering to our people here. And we have some Nigerians that contacted the COVID-19, and some of our young ones, they recover. I think they treat some of them in this Okmedan hospital, whereby our welfare officer and our PRO I was in contact with them, and some of our Turkish delegates that are running for the community too. And we lost two Nigerians, yes. And one died in Taksim, and one died in one of the other hospital too. That's the strategies we have in the COVID. But we, in all things, we still thank God that some Nigerians recovered from their illness of COVID during the period. But we will make sure, no Nigerians die on hunger, on anything. We talk to the government, government of Turkey, we explain our situation, and they really support us. And the embassy render support too, because there's in that period that some students contact the embassy, and the embassy have to give us their list for us to go through their list and know if they are Nigeria or not. So we have to examine the names, and we give approval to embassy, and embassy still help them with some finance. Our advice, we used to even enlighten our people during the lockdown. Like, let me just give you an example. Last week my phone rang. I picked the call. Somebody was telling me that he's in problem. He's in Nigeria, that is with police. I said, what kind of problem? He said that he's in he break the rule of lockdown. He was outside during the time of lockdown. I say, but you people, the citizens are obeying the lockdown. So you doesn't have paper and you are outside, you know? So because when this thing happened, they used to call community to assist. So what I did, I asked him which police station. He said which police station. He told me the name of the police station. So I have to call my police friend and explain to him, this is Nigeria, two Nigerians. These are two Nigerians, and because of language barrier, they couldn't understand there's a lockdown today. So I have to plead before the police have to radio the police station for them to leave the two Nigerians. But others was arrested, other citizen was arrested, and then left the two Nigerians. But we are creating awareness, sending text message, even though in our Facebook, even though in our WhatsApp chats, we are telling our leader, the other state leader, to pass to their community. This is the time plans of the lockdown, so that they can obey the lockdown period. So this is our effort on that area. So in that vaccination, Turkish government are taking it step by step, and now they are waiting for they order some millions of vaccine. So they are waiting for it. But I discuss with some of my Turkish government friends. They say probably when they get enough, probably the foreigners will be participating on the vaccine, because they cannot just vaccine the Turkish citizen and other people and left other. That means the syndrome will still continue. So they'll have to make sure that anyone that is living in Turkey have to participate on it. But it is by step. So during that time now, I will know the rule and their time plans on it based on your home address, because the home address they have to send you a note and your home address for that. But now we are still following it. For me now, I'm not even vaccinated, but I'm still waiting for the time. The registration, we just have a new ambassador. So because when we check the list, Turkey is not among Turkey is not among the country then list or not. But we're still discussing with the embassy to know how we can solve the issue. But within this new month we are entering, we can still pass an information how a Nigeria can register. This issue of resident is not only Nigerians. This is a general issue. I have meeting with the other countries' leaders. We have African Union here, which is among the executive too, and other Cameroon, Ghana, and other countries. We have some meeting with them about this resident issue. So it is general issue, but sometimes the Turkish government the immigration office call back those people that denied for them to apply again, and which some of them has did. So we are waiting for some results, and for my own research and observation, they promise they will give. But I have some Nigerians that I make sure they apply. So I'm waiting. If they couldn't get, then I will know that they couldn't keep to their promise. So now we will not know what we have to do. But this is reason of it. We try our best. We write to the Minister of Foreign Affairs for this resident. We have a lot of discussion on this resident for them to give resident to the normal people that are living here that doesn't have a visa and other things, So, but because of this corona, everything was standstill. But we believe in short time, everything will be okay. Yes, of course, normally we used to have our general meeting. And because of the, we're in the era of COVID-19, we couldn't hold meeting. But meanwhile, the executive are still keeping on holding their meeting. But we decided to put the meeting across if there's any Nigerians that will join us in the meeting. So the most important thing to hear the view of Nigerians and know how they are coping on this situation of COVID. That's the most important, to hear their view and for us to know what they are passing through and explain for us to pass our information, what we are planning to do, like our election. Our election is due, but because of the COVID, that is why there's a lot of delay in our election. So that's the main point, to know how Nigerians are coping on this situation, and even though to give more light on our activities and how we have been helping Nigerians in the in this COVID situation, to explain to people, because not all people that knows about what we are doing, but the executives are aware, because executives they are getting information daily what we are doing. Like in this office, we attend Nigerians issue every day, and we have a report, the attendance, what we treat, what do we do. We have the report every day, and our executives are following up. They are not, but other Nigerians, unless the ones that have something to do with the community, that will come here and they will know what we are doing, So that's why we decided to call that meeting to enlighten some Nigerians. And our people, Nigerians, is some of our people, is when they are in need, they will be committed to the community. But if you see the person that is not in need, when we pass a message that there's a palliative to Nigerians, oh my God, everybody now know that the community is working. They are calling, how do I get my own? Many. I was even shocked. So we have such kind of number of people, So that's where you see Nigerian, but we still thank God for the people that joined the meeting. So we just give some more light and hear the view of the people. Yeah, we have been here for a long time. Yes, I have been here getting to 20-something years. And when we came this country new, there's no any association that take care of Nigerians. We used to have problem, nowhere to complain, only your friends can be assisting, And when we need something from the embassy, that's we have to go to the British embassy. We don't have, during that time, I'm saying we don't have embassy, that time. So we passed through difficulty when the police will arrest a lot of Nigerians, because that time we have many Nigerians and they located in Talabashe. So, many, I'm talking about 97, many. So a lot of difficulty, and when you see a sheep without shepherd, it's a very terrible situation. So, as time goes on, things started to change. So my service in the community is not just I just decided no, but the way I have been helping people when I have the opportunity to be helping people. A lot of people are coming within my own contacts, I have been doing something to Nigerians, you know. That's what brought me into the community, because I am doing this not for political purpose. I'm doing this thing that I suffer a lot, and when I'm suffering, there's no community to be an assistance. So that experience I have, that's what make me now to serve people, not to gain, but I'm serving. I'm spending a lot of money on this issue of Nigerian community. That's why when some people are talking about doing, I'm just silent watching. It's different from you have a purpose to use the community for your political career. That is the different issue than you use the you are rendering service to help the need of Nigerians. That's my own purpose. Even though some guys, some people have to say, you're supposed to go to Abuja, do this. I say, I'm not a politician. I know how I came to this country. You know, I'm from poor. You know, I experienced a lot of difficulties. So I know how I come to this country. I know my purpose. So I'm not using the name of community to come and seek political or no. I'm just my purpose for this community to serve our people in any way that I can render help, both from finance and they need my contact and everything. I know the thing I created for from Turkish people to be assisting Nigerians here. I know the effort I make in the area of police to have a lot of contact in police, so that if a Nigerian caught in a we fight or there's some minus thing, that I will make sure that I will come in for him to be rescued on that. I'm not advising someone to go and commit crime. If the person commits crime, then the government is there to take off. But there's a minus thing that somebody exchange word with a Turkish man, and Turkish man want to show him that he's a citizen, you are a foreigner, you want to deal with him, you want to threaten him. So all those things, there's something that happened in Malta. There's a woman, the Turkish people, the woman have an office, but the Turkish people used to molest the woman, you know, talk to her anyhow, and she's a Nigerian. And she explained the thing to a Nigerian. The Nigerian person said, have you contacted the community? Contact the community. She said, yes, okay. She contacted us, and we sent our Turkish delegate. And when the Turkish people see the Turkish delegate, they care for the woman. They are surprised. They are even begging the woman. Because the Turkish people that are molesting her and talking anyhow, abusing her, you know, when they see that the Turkish people came for this woman, and was not the ordinary Turkish people, responsible Turkish people, that even telling those men, if the woman complain again, then they will treat you a fuck up. You know, since then, all those things stop. Why am I doing all this thing? Because I have known the system. I'm using the system to solve some problem that Nigerians are getting here. So that's my area of service, rendering service to our people. It's just from my heart, not because of any other thing, just from my heart. And I want to use this medium to advise Nigeria to be a law-abiding citizen, because we cannot accept violence, because within ourselves, Nigerians, you may hear the Nigerian go and fight Nigerians with another group. We are trying to advise them to not be continuing in that kind of attitude. It's not good for us, because what we come here to do is to come here to find a way of surviving, not to come and form a group of violence in the city. So as a community leader, my executive, we cannot accept such kind of violence, and we are doing our best to make sure that we don't accommodate that kind of violence, because we have an incident that happened somewhere in Global that a Nigerian arranged with some Turkish people and then bust a house of one Nigerian. And the report was brought to us, and we really took a step on it. We make sure that all those Turkish guys that are involved, they are arrested, you know. So a lot of we do. Nigerians had what happened in Aksaray, where Nigerians tied some Nigerians, hold them hostage, and when we get an information, we go for their rescue with some of our team, and we rescue them a lot. Not even, we can name many. So let us be an abiding citizen, focus on our business. And I'm still advising the Nigerians that are investing in opening shop and opening business places in Turkey. Let them still give more effort for us to be endeavoring in our business, opening some textile, even though where they are selling car shop and other things. Anything you can know, you can be opening here for you to make money for living. You can still go ahead and invest on it.
Many of you may accuse me of being biased. Yes. This channel is all about Nigeria. I hope this video has helped inform many Nigerians here in Turkey and those willing to migrate also. At least we have a community who is willing to help and do something. Now, as election draws closer, I intend to speak and interview many candidates who intend to contest for one position or the other in NICOT, and why they so desire to do so. If you are yet to subscribe, please do us a favor, click the subscribe button, and make sure you leave your notification bell turned on so you get notified each time we post a new video. Thank you guys for watching. See you in our next video.